Hello everyone, this is Val and I'm bringing you another video as a collaboration with Crafting with Creativity. Today we are gonna create 4 different types of envelope. We're only gonna create one using my mini envelope punch board, but I wanted to show you 3 other ways to do simple envelope without your mini envelope punch board or the envelope punch board. I also had the larger envelope punch board, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna use to make one small envelope, and then we're gonna create 3 just simple envelopes using book pages. We are not gonna use the envelope punch board for all 4. We're only gonna use it for one. So we're gonna start with that one. This one that I have here, I created without the punch board, without the envelope punch board. So I'm gonna show you how to do this one. It's very easy. It's not as perfect as with the punch board, but you can create it without a punch board. So I'm gonna show you 4 different ways. So let's start with the punch board. And I went ahead and cut my paper 5 by 5. So for the 5 by 5 paper, you're gonna create an envelope. Let me see the size here. Let me see. Just a second. My paper 5 by, I can hardly see that, but I have my trusty paper here. So for the 5 by 5 paper, your size is gonna be for the card size 2.5 by 2.5. So you're gonna need a 5 by 5 paper, and that's the one that we're gonna use. And we're gonna score at 2.5 inches. So I love this punch board, so cute. So I'm gonna place the left of my paper. This is a book page that I did this with. I colored the background with my jelly plate. I printed this with acrylic paint. So the left of my paper is gonna go all the way to 2.5. Right there. Let me make sure, because I can hardly see these small numbers. Okay, yeah, so that's my 2.5 line there. And what you're gonna do is you have a punch board, make sure it's 2.5 right there. You're gonna punch and you're gonna score right here. Oops, I move it. And this side. It's hard for me to use this. Oh my goodness. Wait. You only score on this side. Sorry. I haven't used this thing in a long time. Okay, so my left side is on the 2.5 mark. I punch. I score. So I'm gonna go ahead on the line that I score here. I'm gonna place it on this little notch here. And we're gonna place my line. And I'm gonna punch again and score. And you're gonna go and do the same thing around. And sorry for my fingers, they are red. I was dyeing something with Kool-Aid and my fingers are red. I try to wash them, but it won't go away. So let me show you. I went ahead on my line here that I score. I'm gonna put my little notch there. I'm gonna score. I'm sorry, I'm gonna punch and score. And I'm gonna do my last one. And you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna place your score line right there on that notch. Punch. And you're gonna score. Hopefully I did this right, because this don't look right. Let me see, let me try again. Let me see. So now 2.5. score, punch, and score, punch, score. Somewhere around the line I did something wrong. May need to use another paper. And a score. I don't know why on this side here it don't look right, but nothing that we cannot fix. And I'm just gonna create my envelope. This paper is so thin that my puncher. Okay, so I have my little envelope. So here's my envelope. And what you do, I usually like, let me cut this excess here. I don't know what happened to my paper when I score there, but I'm just gonna cut this little piece of paper and that's it. I usually, what I like to do, I like to cut this triangle here, but you don't have to. If that don't bother you, you can leave it there, but I don't like it. So I usually cut it and then glue my envelope, and there you have the envelope made with the score, with the punch board. So this is our first one. Let me glue this. Just a second. I'm gonna cut this little piece right here because I don't like how that look there. Okay, so let me just glue my envelope so I can close it. And I'm just using my glue gun. Okay, so there, and this half is to have cut this white edges. Okay, so here, there I have a puncher right here to round the corner, to round that. So it's rounded. So here's our first envelope. The next one, I cut my paper 5x5 too. And this one you will put your paper like a diamond, and it's not gonna be, you know, perfect, but it's a way that you can do it too without using a punch board. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get these two, how do you call this? Well, these corners here, let's say corner. And you're gonna try to even it out. Sometimes it won't stay the same, you know, it won't be the same, but you will get an envelope. Okay, so you grab your corners there, and before you score your lines here, make sure that you like the way it looks. Try to be as even as you can. If not, that's fine. Let me use my little bone folder here. Okay. And then you grab that corner on the bottom. And then to close it, And you have your envelope. There. You can leave it like this, but I usually like to cut all these extra pieces here. That way I don't create, it's not gonna be that bulky. But you can leave them if they don't bother you. Then you can do the same thing down here. Just those extra pieces. And if you want to, you can do the same thing that I did with the other one. Just cut this piece here. And you have your second envelope. Let me just glue this one down. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue right here. And you have your second envelope. And if you want to round this, you can round it with a corner rounder or just do something like that. So this is our second envelope. So we have 1, 2. The third one is like a coin envelope. So you're gonna go, you can cut your paper at any size. I'm just gonna use the size of my book page. And I'm gonna fold and fold. And I just using these pages because this is the ones that I removed from my book. And I'm trying to do projects using these pages. So I fold the bottom, but small, not that long. Maybe this is what, a 1/4 of an inch. Then the one on the top I will do, make sure that it's straight, a little bit more, maybe 1/2 inch. I'm not measuring. You can do it any size you want and any way you want. Okay, and after I fold, make sure that this is, this is my bone folder here. I'm just gonna cut the extra pieces of paper that I have on the bottom and in the top. So I'm gonna go ahead here. And what I do when I get to this point where the folding line is, I just do like a slant cut. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I don't know if you can see my lines, but and you're gonna do the same thing on the top. Trying to see my line. And if you want it to look the same, you can go ahead and do this. I don't worry about the bottom, but the top one, I like to be, similar as possible at the other side. Okay, and you just glue so you can close your envelope. And this one I use, this is napkin. I decoupage napkin on my book page. I just did a video. You can go ahead and look for it if you don't know how to use Mod Podge to decoupage napkin, or what was the other thing that I used? Tissue paper on book pages. So here's your envelope. Let me glue more here. Add more glue. And I just use a napkin from Dollar Tree. Look how pretty. So you got your other envelope. So this is the third one. Here's your cute envelope. And then when you close it, it will look like this. How pretty. So that's the third one. It's very easy to make. Cut this here. My page was a little uneven, so I'm just gonna cut this extra piece here that when I fold my paper, my flap, it won't mess up my envelope. So let's see. Yeah, that's better. So here's another envelope. So we have 1, 2, and 3, and the last one is just simple way. This one I use the white, the back of my of this napkin, the white ply that I remove. You can use, don't throw that out. Just you can use it to create texture. And I printed with my jelly plate using acrylic paint and a stencil, and then after it was dry, I covered it with my white ply, you know, the back of my napkin. So look, it have texture. I really love it, and you will create texture on your page. So the other one is just a simple envelope, nothing much to it. And if you're a person that you like to sew, just use your sewing machine to close the envelope, and it will look so pretty. But I'm not a person that, you know, use my sewing machine. I have one that I had never tried it on paper. I should try it. I may try it soon, but not today. So I'm just gonna glue my envelope to close it. And this is so easy. I usually make, I don't have any right now, but I usually make my mailing envelope myself. And I use this way. And I use everything and anything that I can find. I have used calendar pages. I have used book pages, dictionary pages. I also used, I will have a paper pad that was regular page. It wasn't cardstock, so I made envelope with those. So I usually do my own mailing envelopes. So that's a way to save money, and you can use whatever you have at home. And I like this style when I'm mailing my Happy Mail, or, you know, for my swaps. So let me glue the other side. So this is a good way to use things that you have at home, you know, repurpose some things, and also you will save money buying, you know, instead of buying your own envelope on the store, you can make your own. And you can leave it like this, or you can round the corners. Just gonna cut this here like this. And there you go, you have another easy envelope to make. I'm just gonna level. I didn't cut my book pages, so they are not even. Just gonna cut this extra piece of paper here. That's it. And you can distress it, you can decorate them. It's so easy to make. You don't need a punch board. I love it. So let me show you what we make. with this one, like a regular envelope, and you can decorate it. You can do like a collage of paper, and then use something as your focal point, a lace, and you can embellish this any way that you like, and they're so easy to make. So this is this style. Then we have this one, I think is called the coin pocket coin envelope. I don't know, it's something about coins, but it's just like your mailing envelope, and you can embellish them anyway. Then we had the one that we did without, just a regular envelope that we did without any punch board. Just fixing my score line there. And then the one that we did with the punch board. And this is a good way to recycle book pages. So here you have it, 4 easy to make envelopes that you can make with book pages. If you have enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so tonight. It don't cost anything, and if you can hit the bell by the description box, you will receive notification every time that we upload a video. The group name is Crafting with Creativity, just in case you're visiting our YouTube channel for the first time. And I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up, okay? So this is it for tonight. Thank you for watching. Have a good night, everyone. Happy crafting.